The teacher's aide escorted Timmy to the principal's office. He stopped every few steps and let out an excruciating shrill, "My dad knows!" His lisp made his statement almost incomprehensible. "And he is keeping it quiet!" His eyes were red and swollen, flooded with tears. The aide said nothing as she squeezed her hand so tight the color almost disappeared. Timmy cried and boo-hooed all the way to the principal's office. The aide had to explain to the principal that Timmy said his mother was a murderer. "Timmy, who did your mother murder?" Through swollen eyes and horrible lisp, Timmy tried to tell the principal he wasn't sure of the name, but he was sure his mother had committed the murder. "She said she had smothered it." "Timmy, I'm going to call your mother before I call the police. Is that okay with you?" The principal picked up the phone and dialed Timmy's mother. Their conversation was quick and rather matter-of-fact. The principal smiled and looked at Timmy and the teacher's aide with a hint of a grin. At the end of the phone call, the principal laughed. "Yes, ma'am. You have a great day. Sorry about this call. It was just a big misunderstanding." After hanging up the phone, the principal looked at the teacher's aide, gave her a nod, then looked at Timmy and said, "Well, what did you have for dinner last night?" Timmy looked up at the principal through red, swollen eyes, and he wiped a few times and meekly said, "We had pork chops last night." The teacher's aide looked down at Timmy with a big smile. She looked at the principal, who was holding back a chuckle. She said, "I understand, sir. I will take him back to class." She looked down at Timmy, who was still clutching her head. "Everything is okay, Timmy." After school, Timmy's mother picked him up, but this time his father was in the car. Timmy climbed into the back seat and buckled in, telling his parents he had a great day at school. His mother looked at him and said, "Never tell what happens at home, or you'll be next."